Welcome back, YouTube. We are doing a driver's side TurboTechRacing transmission mount, and this is going to be part 2 to the video that came out last week, which I did the driver's side motor mount. So let me show you how to put this in. Take your T30 Torx bit and remove this plastic piece and the undercarriage piece. Remove your air filter. If you have your lid on, then obviously remove that first. I never have my lid on, so remove the air filter. Remove the ground wire with a 13mm deep socket. Remove the air temp sensor plug, like so, and then loosen this clamp. If you don't have one of these tools, then you should buy one. It's an interchangeable top for different size clamps, but it works on 90% of all hose clamps I've ever messed with. Unlatch this front piece here, so the air box will be loose here. Remove the coupler from the air box. Remove your battery cover. There's a tab on each side. So you want to disconnect the coupler. The air box has a couple tabs that go in a rubber grommet in the bottom, and you're going to just pull it out. Now's a good time to clean your air box out. Pop up this back portion of the battery cover and slide it out. Use a 10mm to take off the battery strap. Use a 10mm to remove the positive and negative terminals from the battery. Just make your life easier, disconnect this connector here from this ground cable so you can move it out of the way. Remove this grounding strap so that you can actually move this whole piece out of the way. To get this out of the way, you lift up, pull out the sides, and that brings this piece out of the way. Now that this piece is out of the way, we're going to pull the battery out. For the battery box, you have 3 bolts that hold it in. They're all 10mm. You have one right here, and one inside of that little hole. Pull out the battery tray and give it a good cleaning. The battery tray metal frame, I guess, support, whatever you want to call it, that's held in with 4 bolts, 2 on each side, 2 here, 2 here. Go ahead and remove those. Remove the wiring harness from the battery tray. Lightly jack up the transmission to where it barely lifts up from where this normal sitting position is. So when you're jacking it up, as soon as you see the transmission move up a little, stop. Use an 18mm socket to remove the center bolt. Once you take this bolt out, you wiggle loose this top mount, pull this out, throw this shit in the trash. Use a 15mm socket, remove this one, and then on this one you're going to have to use a 15mm ratcheting wrench or box wrench. So I'm going to use my big old booty to show you how weak this trans mount is. Right? I just have it on the floor. I don't even have it bolted, so getting the leverage is hard. But check this out. I'm not even going to stress. Now imagine what a motor, right, with like 300 foot-pounds is doing to this little piece of crap. So, change your motor mounts. Grab the bottom part of the transmission mount. You're going to put this like so. Put a little bit of Loctite on these bolts and then thread them in. Now take one of these metal thick washers, put it on top, grab this top piece, and you want the step where it steps down, you want it to go down towards the front. Push this on, give it a nice little wiggle. I got this plastic stupid shit on the way over here, so just fiddle with it a little bit and get it on. Grab the other washer, put that on top. Grab the little nut washer, put that on. And then I'm going to put some Loctite on here and then tighten down this nut. So grab a 24mm and tighten this shit down. Torque it down to 120 foot-pounds. Put the battery tray back in, and then put the 4 nuts back together as well. Once you get those tightened the first time, remove the jack from under the car. That way there's no pressure pushing up, and then verify all these nuts are tight. Reinstall the battery box. Your freshly cleaned battery. Ha, never mind, I bought a new one. Yeah, I saw some corrosion and it was still good. Tested it, everything was good, but I'd rather my wife not be stuck on the middle of the road since she's driving this now, and just bought a new one. Replug in this plug to the negative, and then reinstall the negative onto the negative terminal.
Go.
You're going to lift this back into place. There's a little willy here that goes in this little vagina down here. So you're going to lift this up, pull the walls so that it lines up. And then when you push down, the bottom should not kick out, so try to twist it. If it doesn't move, then that means you have it locked in correctly. Reinstall this nut that's holding this wire to the terminal. Reinstall the positive terminal. Take the battery, just hold it where it's flush to one side, and tighten down the nuts for the battery hold on. Clean and reinstall the back battery cover. Clean and reinstall the front battery tray cover. After cleaning the air box as much as you felt like, go ahead and reinstall this now. Replug in the air temp sensor. Reinstall these two pieces back under the car. Use a 13mm deep socket and reinstall the ground wire.
I'm still adjusting. Hold on.
Adjust.
It's been recording. You're good.
So after a long test drive, drivability is a million times better than just doing the motor mount on the one side. So before we figured out what happened, the wheel hop actually got worse having a stock transmission mount with the stiff motor mount. So when we got on it, the whole motor, it was stiff here and the thing's going like this, flopping around and shit. So that's bad. Both of them together, it has wheel spin because of these shitty F1s that I need to replace, but there's no wheel hop in the sense of what you guys would call wheel hop. So, awesome. I love it. Go ahead and do yours. Thank you for watching, YouTube. And hopefully, this job can be as easy for you as it was for me. This was pretty simple for both of them. This side was a little more difficult because you got to wiggle the motor around, but totally doable in anyone's garage. So, till next time, wrench on.